pool hall known as the Crystal Cube. And the time is 3 months later, and the smoke is thick and blue. And the pool table cloth is stained with tears and blood and ketchup spots, as a fat old man with a dirty white beard stands practicing 3 cushion shots. What are we doing here, says Billy the Scuzzy. I've been taught and I've been trained, and I don't need no more prelims. I'm primed for the big, big game. Well then, son, says the old man sinking the floor. Why don't you pick yourself out of queue? Hey, Santa Claus, Billy Markham snaps back. Wasn't nobody talking to you. Oh, says Scuzzy Sleazo, pulling Billy aside. If you look close, you'll notice his cue is a lightning rod. He ain't no Santa, he ain't Fat Daddy. You just insulted God. Oh, pardon me, Lord, says Billy Markham. I didn't mean to be uncool, but it sure can shake a fella's faith to find God hustling pool. Well, where'd you expect to find me, says God, on some throne with cherubs around? Hey, I do that 6 days and nights a week, but on the 7th day, I get down. Besides, I can't believe you came in here just to bat the breeze around. You're right about that, Lord, says Billy. I've come to take your crown. Beg pardon, Lord, says Scuzzy Sleazo. I don't mean no disrespect, but when you're dealing with my boy here, don't speak to him direct. I'm his agent and representative, and this kid is hotter than hot. In his last match, he whipped the devil. Now we're looking for a title shot. Beat the devil, you say, laughs God. Well, I'll take my hat off to him. Let him hang up his mouth and pick out a cue, and he'll get the shot that's due him. Any game he names, any table he's able, any price he can afford. Straight pool for heaven, says Billy Markham. Straight pool it is, says the Lord. Crack! Billy Markham wins the break, and he busts him cool and clean. The 5-ball falls, he makes the 9, and then devastates the 13. He bags the 7, he makes the 11, then he puts the 6 away, and then the 3 and the 8 on a triple combination, and he wins the game in a smooth masse. He wins the next game, the next, and the next, and when he finally does miss, he blows the dust off his hands, and his game score stands at 1376. Well, my turn at last, says God, chalking up. Son, you sure shoot a wicked stick, and I'm going to need a little luck to beat a run like that. That is without resorting to miracles or tricks. Hey, trick and be damned, says Billy Markham. Tonight I'm as hot as flame. So I laugh at your tricks, and I sneer at your stick, and I take your name in vain. Ooh, goes the crowd that's been gathering around. Ooh, goes the rat boy in wonder. Oh, goes Scuzzy Sleazo. I think you just made a slight tactical blunder. Oh, you shouldn't have said that, son. You shouldn't have said that at all. And his cue cracks out like a thunderbolt, spitting a flaming ball. It sinks everything on the table. Then it zooms up off the green, through the dirty window with a crash of glass and into the wind like a woman's scream. Out of the pool hall, up through the skies, the cue ball flames and swirls, busting in and out of every pool game in the world. It strikes on every table. It crashes every rack. And every pool ball in creation comes rebounding back. Back through the window they tumble and crash, down through the ceiling they spin. 1,000,000 balls rain down on the table and every one goes in. Now there, says Scuzzy Sleazo, is a shot you don't see every day. Lord, you should have an agent to handle your press, build up the class of your play. My partnership with this dirtbag here has come to a termination. But God and Scuzzy Sleazo, now that would be a combination. Meanwhile, the cue ball, flying back last like a sputtering, fizzling rocket, goes weaving dizzily down the table and plunk, falls right in the pocket. Scratch! You lose! Shouts Billy Markham. Ha! I thought you said you could shoot! Ha! Scratch goes Scuzzy Sleazo! I told you my boy come through! Scratch goes the crowd of hangers and hustlers. At last we have seen it all. Scratch, mutters God. Guess I put a little too much English on that ball. Just another imperfection. I never get it quite on the button. Tell you what, son, I'll spot you 3 million balls and play you one more double than nothing. Double what, says Billy Markham? I already whipped you like a child. And I won my seat in heaven. Now I'm going to set it a while. Hit and run chicken shit, sneers God. You said you was the best. Turns out you're just a get lucky playing safe pussy like all the rest. Hang on, says Billy Markham. There's something in that voice I know quite well. and he reaches out and yanks off God's white beard, and there stands the devil himself. You said you was God, Billy Markham cries. You conned me and hustled me too. I am God, sometimes. And sometimes I'm the devil, good and bad, just like you. I am everything and everyone in perfect combination. And everyone but you knows that there ain't no separation. Yeah, that rhymes. I'm everything and everyone in a perfect combination. And everyone but you. No, please, says Billy Markham. You ain't that great of a singer. And I'd like to get up to heaven, before they stop serving dinner. All right, says God, scribbling something down. Hand this note to the angel on the wall. And you sit up there and plunk your harp. Hey, anybody want to shoot some 8-ball? So, out into the parking lot, Billy Markham goes with stardust in his eyes. I got a seat in heaven, and he sees a golden staircase stretching up to paradise. I got a seat in heaven, and he grips the glittering balustrade and begins his grand ascent. I got a seat in heaven. Just a minute, good buddy, yells Scuzzy Sleazo. How about my 50%? Huh? I helped you win the championship, and you wouldn't do old Scuzzy Wuzzy wrong. And since the purse is a seat in heaven, well, you just gotta take me along. Hold on, says Billy Markham. Something weird going on in this game. All the voices that I'm hearing are starting to sound just the same. And he rips off Scuzzy Sleazo's face, and the devil's standing there. Good God, says Billy Markham, are you everywhere? Well, yes, I am. And don't look so damn surprised. I thought you could smuggle me into heaven, wearing my sleazy disguise. Of course, I could have walked in as Jehovah, but that just wouldn't have been the same. You and your corny Dick Tracy bit had to go and ruin my fantasy game. Go on, climb your staircase. Enjoy your paradise. Oh, but don't rip off your own face, Bill, because you might get a shotgun surprise. But you know what? I'll be damned if I'm letting you get to heaven climbing that golden stairway. And he plucks out Billy's soul and tees it up, and whack! Drives it up the fairway. And Billy floats out on a sea of light. On a snow-white cloud he sails, while Vestal virgins comb his hair, and cherubs manicure his nails. Up to glory, Billy Markham sails away, and high above him, he hears his own songs being played, while down below, he hears Scuzzy Sleazo curse his name to the click, click, click of the pool balls as God hustles